This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Yeah, buddy. All right, Karen, you know what to do here. Bring that beat back. Bring that beat back. Please like, share, subscribe. It's the Self Love Show is in the building. We are in the building. The hell? Wait a minute, Jim.
The Self Love Show, giving you more than vitamins and minerals. Food for your soul, information and plans integral to making your mind grow. With more growth and development, BS is irrelevant to the intelligent. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is what we represent. It's the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show. We do it for our people. The Self Love Show, it's the Self Love Show, it's the Self Love Show. To expose little equals. The Self Love Show, the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show. Wordsmith 9 Mills. The Self Love Show, the Self Love Show. You know how the story go. It's the Self Love Show.
You heard me, man, and you know how the story go. It's the Self Love Show. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Karen. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the hosts, the guests, and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. Furthermore, this podcast is satirical commentary. What does that mean? All statements are jokes, opinions, and or exaggerations for entertainment purposes, not factual claims or allegations about any person, place, or event. Welcome to the Self Love Show on This Ain't That Network, as we affectionately call it, TATN. TATN. This is a safe spot where we dive extremely deep into the intersections of mind, body, spirit, and culture. This is one of the co-hosts, Nine Millie. All praise to the ancestors, the Most High, and my late and beloved Mama Sky. Speaking of Mama Sky, angels have lived in the human imaginations for forever, I imagine. Messengers, guardians, luminous beings that slip between the seen and the unseen realms. Whether they descend in moments of crisis, Christ is, or whisper through intuition, the idea of angels has shaped art, religion, and personal testimony across all cultures. Yet beneath all that symbolism sits a simple, persistent question. What are we actually talking about when we talk about angels? Some people describe encounters that feel unmistakably divine, a presence in a room, a voice that arrives when no one is there, a rescue that defies logic. Others argue that angels are metaphors for human goodness, psychological projections, or cultural stories we inherited and reinterpret. Between belief and skepticism lies a wide middle ground where mystery thrives and where personal experience often outweighs scientific explanation. Tonight's episode steps directly into that tension. We'll decode the origins, the myths, the modern claims, and the emotional truth behind angel stories, or the angle behind angel stories. Are angels supernatural beings, symbolic archetypes, or something else entirely? By the end of tonight's podcast, you might not have a definitive answer, but you'll have a clearer sense of why the question refuses to disappear. So, whip out your self love vision and your 10 hats. This is the Self Love Show, and this is the revolution. And the revolution will not be on YouTube. These are lessons, not lectures. We're live and live in color today on Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026 in Cheyenne at about 7:15 Cheyenne time. And as always, you cats can be anywhere in this beautiful, vainglorious, magnanimous universe. But thankfully, we all chose to be here together. That's right. Here together. Bear down, bear down, bear down. What down, brother Wordsmith? What you manifesting today, sir?
Love. As always, you know me. I'm manifesting love. What you manifesting love? What you manifesting?
Ditto, good brother. Pure, unfiltered, magnanimous, unfettered. Some say harsh. Many have said tough, but I can assure you it's self-love just the same.
No doubt, no doubt.
What's been going on in your neck of America since we last popped out?
Well, I didn't attend, but the Chosen Few picnic happened last weekend. Everybody said they had a good time, but it was like always mixed reviews on the music and the sound system and things of that nature.
Oh yeah, they're getting a lot of interference. Getting a lot of interference and
I wasn't
backup
there.
noise.
It just didn't never. Well, last time I went, the sound system wasn't
booming.
It wasn't good for. It wasn't set up for house DJs. I don't know why or who got the sound system and why they don't know how to set it so that
set it up
like
Ron Hardy would like it.
No, you set it up so it can stay solid no matter what the DJ does up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't let them have total control over the sound system. You know what I mean?
Ron Hardy's a godfather.
Yeah.
He was the one playing with the bass and the treble. And I hear what you're saying.
A lot of people do. Almost. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's the grandfather of all that.
It still has to be a system that can roll with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, universal.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even if they do that, it's,
yeah,
it's not going to tear up somebody's sound. And they don't know because they're on the stage and that's a big sound system. So they only hearing their monitor, which doesn't sound like the sound that's going on out there.
Yeah, with the people are good. All right, well, big ups to the Chosen Few. What to expect on today's The Self Love Show? We always kick it off with the quote of the day, and then we got a very short platform video. It's less than 1 minute. That's the More Growth and Development platform video. This brother and I, we're going to unpack a couple videos after that, give you our purview. And then today's topic, angels decoded, but are they real? Please do me a favor, smash that like button. Announcements, as I said on Mouthpiece included, RIP to Mother Washington. Rest up. The journey is just beginning. And as I told you, you got another angel and you have another guardian angel as well and another ancestor. You got any announcements there, fella?
Just want to ditto that. I didn't know, just found out 20 minutes ago. Condolences to you and your sisters and all your family.
Yeah. You ain't following the regulated thread? You ain't following the regulated thread?
It's on there. I didn't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I don't check every link that's put in there. That's for sure.
Yeah. Also, on a much lighter note, the wife's birthday, my better half's birthday is tomorrow. So love you. And may you have many, many more beautiful birthdays. Looking forward to turning up tomorrow. Take some time for reflection.
No doubt, no doubt. That's a blessing. Every time around the sun, don't take them for granted.
Thanks. All right, y'all. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. If you haven't hyped this video or subscribed to TATN, let's do it now. Smash that like button and get yourself checked up and before you check out. So don't be bashful out there to get your mentals in alignment or, getting your physicals at minimum once a year. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. If there's any angels out there in the chats, anyone's had any experience with angels or guardian angels or anything of that nature, we want to hear from you. Do you believe that angels are real? Do you? Do you know that they're real? We want to hear from you. Let us know where you're checking in from, what part of America. If you got any questions or any tidbits to add, this is interactive, as Brother Wordsmith has put into the chat. Big ups to all the sponsors. Before we get started, Midwest Festivals presents Ancestral Echoes. Echoes. All right, it's an annual house music glamping extravaganza festivity. Ted said, nice looking drink, Mills. Thank you. I'll let you know what's in my cup. But it's a glamping festivity extravaganza. Beautiful stage. They bring in the multiple DJs, the best across the Midwest. Now they're coming in from all across America. You won't hear the same record twice. They're going to be spinning until like 4 a.m. It's an overnight event. It's a weekend event. Day passes are available. You shake your bum all night. Get your grill going. And just celebrate. Celebrate with those of us still in this realm on a similar vibration and frequency, and also celebrate your ancestors. Celebrate your ancestors. All right. If you go, thank you, Karen. Karen just dropped it in the chat. www.ancestralechoes.net. You can support. Their movement. Also, sign up when you go to that website. They'll keep you abreast as to what's going on, what kind of events they have throughout the greater Chicagoland area all year. It's not just an annual event. They got other stuff and fundraisers going on. And see if you can't get yourself some merch, some really cool merch on that young boy. Support. Big ups Tay Mills Aesthetics. Tay Mills Aesthetics. You find yourself in sunny Southern California, the Los Angeles area, and you need the world's greatest licensed, bonded, fully insured esthetician. Reach out to Tay Mills Aesthetics. Okay. Multicultural skin, body, and weight loss pro. And you can reach out to Tay Mills at www.taymilz aesthetics.com. That link has just been dropped in the chat as well. And Bella B, Bella B, maybe you need some things placed on a t-shirt. Maybe you're going to like a fraternity cookout, and you want to get some Perry made or something of that nature, something cool on the shirt. You know what I mean? I was made, something like that. I'm not sus. I think I need to go harder with my t-shirt game. So you reach out to Bella B. You're sus. I'm not. You know what I mean?
And she'll make it happen.
Hey, yeah, she'll make it happen. Any type of personalized gear you need, reach out to Bella B at designs365@gmail.com. Designs365@gmail.com. And then last but not least, JIM Recovery. Gem Recovery. The J, the I, the M, the J, the I, the M, the J, the I. Recovery. All right. If you find yourself sliding through the city of Chicago or the local suburban area out there, the Chicagoland area, and you need yourself a tow. You need to get that whip towed. You know what I mean? You need to get it to the mechanic or get it back home so you don't come back and it's sitting on bricks. Or maybe they smashed that window out and went rummaging through your personal effects You reach out to JIM Recovery, he'll pull up in a brand new top of the line truck, tow truck, flatbed too, so he's not dragging your whip, across the potholes. You understand? Their family has over 4 decades in the business, and I know it's more than that. And if he can't get you out of the situation, no one can. But beware, he will have Fox in his twat. So and big ups to all the sponsors. I told the guys, I said, I'm gonna run for pole mark. You know what I mean? For
Right.
national pole mark, right?
Right.
And grand pole mark. And I said, guess what my motto is gonna be, Self?
What?
You ain't a noop if you don't vote for me. Huh? Huh? I mean, if Biden can go around telling you colored, you ain't colored if you don't vote for him. Huh?
That motherfucker, one of the worst. Been a politician my entire life, almost, if not all. But
You ain't.
national.
You ain't. You ain't a noop if you don't vote for me.
Yeah, I don't think it'll work.
No, it should though. It worked for Biden.
No, Biden was chosen. They had Trump so they could have Biden, so they could really have Trump. Trump was really super tame the first
You
time.
don't think those colors didn't line up in droves like little dutiful slaves and cast their vote for Sleepy Joe Biden? You're very
I don't care
disillusioned.
who votes, how many they vote, because we don't vote for president. It's how many times we discussed this.
Yeah, but they still went out there. You're talking about the electoral. They still went and voted.
Yes. So
Yeah, my overarching point is
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
They're
you ain't a
bunch of
noob
moolies.
if you don't vote for me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
He's a Democrat, and they long term, everybody knew his name, all that. I mean, you did that, yeah, they'd be like, who the hell is this?
Van Jones is starting to sound like us. We'll get into that later, but
Really?
a little bit. Yeah, I think he's got his bum freed.
Oh, got
Yeah. I'll find out what he was saying. All right, but enough of my yapping. I'll turn it over to this brother to handle his business.
Yep. Let's quench the Self Love Nation's thirst. Yes, it don't stop. The Self Love Show rocks on. As always, we have a very important video for you to watch. The Silverback More Growth and Development platform, which we're building the Self Love Nation off of. But before that, we have the Self Love Show quote of the day. People don't see angels because they're expecting wings. Most of the time, they show up as moments. Once again, people don't see angels because they're expecting wings. Most of the time, they show up as moments. It's Paolo Coelho. Then we're going with, it's the Silverback More Growth and Development platform. Number 1, repair our nation via reparations. We demand our silver back. Number 2, to connect our breadwinners with our activists. And 3, show an accurate depiction of African American Chi-Town. 4, to shine a light on positive influence. 5, heal our community one person at a time. 6, to provide an unfiltered platform for our influencers. 7, recycle the black dollar. 8, to provide mentors for the mentorless. 9, to close the gap between us and our pink kinsmen. Woo! Closing the gap. Number 10, protect our women, children, and men by any and all means necessary.
Yeah, any and am I muted? No.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, any and all means necessary. All right. If you missed last week's show, we unpacked Sasquatch, Bigfoot unpacked,
Woo.
interdimensional lower primate, fictional character. You know, majority of it's 50-50 that poll we ran. So half the people believe it's fictional, and the other half think that Bigfoot is real.
Yeah, well, half of them are just don't want to look at the evidence.
But they ain't woke.
What, they're asleep?
Yes.
They're asleep. Okay. I can take that. They're
Yeah.
asleep.
Yeah. We need to get them a t-shirt that says I ain't woke. Or will it say I'm sleep? I'm sleep.
That's what they should say.
My eyes are closed.
Magnum eyes.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't seeing nothing. My head's in the sand. All right, yeah, but bro, I was talking about Van. Some people, this is his quote on X, some people in groups like the Democratic Socialists of America are pushing an agenda far outside left-wing positions like Medicare for all. Van Jones has a problem with everybody getting Medicare. And criminal justice reform. Van Jones has a problem with criminal justice reform. Quote, supporting Hamas is not progressive. Van Jones got a problem with Hamas. No police, no prisons, no borders is not progressive. Celebrating the murder of Israeli citizens is not progressive. Van Jones likes the Ish people. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm completely and totally flabbergasted and confused because he said something about him sounding like us.
It's Van Jones.
I
He
mean,
said these
that's why I
ideas.
was like, huh? What? You say, okay, I'm gonna tell you what he said. This is not none of this is sounding like us. I don't
Well, I mean, that's a good point. It's a good point, brother Wordsmith. I was hearing someone summarize it. That's why I finally pulled up his quote for myself. So yeah,
Yes.
I have to retract what I said. But I just
Yes.
meant overall him pushing back against the Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm.
These ideas are regressive, Jones added in his Saturday post. And he said, I am a progressive Democrat. You want to talk about prison reform? I've done it as well as anybody. Republican, Democrats in the South with Trump. I've done prison reform. I never said have no prisons. Where are you going to put the Klan? I've done police reform. I've never said no police. Where are you going to put the pedophiles? Who's going to grab the pedophiles? Van Jones.
Okay, so just that little part at the end, I can agree with,
He's
you know.
he's fighting with I think he doesn't like the Zoran Mambamis and all of them that are taking over because it hurts his pocket. The engines are
Well,
taking over.
no, the Hindustan
Yeah,
people,
the
the
Hindu,
Hindu,
yeah, from India.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're not Indians.
the Indian Americans.
They don't call themselves that.
No, they don't.
They don't, because that's just some bullshit to try to keep the Indian label from here,
Yeah,
So
Van Jones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Van Jones gets crickets on Great Debated TV. Because, everybody's, they're all pro-Democrat. They don't believe in the creator. You can't believe in the creator no more and be a Democrat.
He's a Capra too, so they love it, but
Yeah.
don't love it.
Is he?
Van Jones?
I never knew that.
Yeah, I'm almost.
He's got to be a
certain,
Sigma or Alpha.
I'm almost like.
Tell me, no, you can't. No, that can't be right.
I hope I'm not.
I think he's a Sigma or Alpha or something.
I hope I'm not,
I don't know.
but I already know I am.
What?
I am looking it up to make sure, though.
All right. Angels
hold on.
decoded, but are they real? That's what we're on today. Angels decoded, but are they real? Ted says he loves number 10, protect our women and children, by any and all means necessary. Yeah, it was almost left off, Tez. We were having forgot it might have been you, but we were interviewing one of the guests and that came up.
It was
Bernard Creamer?
No, Raj.
Raj.
Yeah.
Oh, Raj.
Yeah.
Yeah? You talking
Yeah,
about from what's happening now?
Yeah, he inspired us. He said, "Oh, he brought up that so many women. It's just and
Oh yeah, he did. He was
he went
passionate about
all into that, and then we
Yeah.
added that right away. And then you thought better and added the children
point.
and man to it.
Because we can't protect anyone unless we put our mask on. So
Yeah.
what Greek organization is he a part of?
It says some absolute AI says some absolute garbage, but it is definitely Kappa Alpha Psi.
What?
It says an honorary member, so we know that's not the case.
Man.
I've seen it on. That's what the AI said, but I've seen him on lists, and I didn't want it to be true. I Well, I don't. Hold on, my bad. Pardon me. I've disrespected our principles. It's achievement in every field of human endeavor. That means it takes every single aspect. So, yeah, okay, acceptable, accepted.
Oh, he's affiliated. No. Sigma Pi Phi. Old Germantown alumni chapter, but that could be just where he's a member now. He's been recognized as a prominent member of the fraternity. No. Among the charter members of Shelby County Old Germantown alumni chapter when it was formed in 1990. We'd have to do some digging. Was he because he could have just founded that chapter? That doesn't mean he wasn't made undergrad.
He would have to be a founder of a graduate chapter. You can't be a founder and you're being initiated. So you'd have to be a member. In 1990, how old?
I see what you're saying. Charter members.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. How old is he? Because he can't be that much older than us or younger than us. You know what I'm saying? So he has to be in 1990. Yeah, he's got to be.
Made probably in 80 or something.
The 80s, but not that much older than us. I don't think.
Well, University of Tennessee at Martin. It doesn't sound like we have a chapter there. But they could have had some sort of cluster down there. He graduated with a BS in 90 and later earned his Juris Doctor from Yale Law School. Yeah, all right, we'll talk offline about all of this. I got my spotty senses are tingling. But big ups to him, and I'll give him a yo for the record.
Yeah, okay. I just say every field of human endeavor. And I don't agree with every field. Every aspect of the whole thing. So, but it's necessary for our goals and aims, really. So,
yeah, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't agree with it. Is all I was saying. And it's okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
I didn't even know though. Thanks for the information.
Yeah.
All right, big ups, Van Jones. All right. The fuck? Let's move on.
You. Uh-oh.
All right. What happened?
Live TV. So I dropped something. I said, "Oh, can't be dropping stuff. I'm on live TV." So,
all right. Southern California is at it again. All right. This is the future. Show your children and your grandchildren and your little ones.
FCC has approved plans by a Hawthorne-based startup to test a satellite. FCC has approved plans by a Hawthorne-based startup to test a satellite that would use a 60-foot mirror to then reflect sunlight back to planet Earth after dark.
Great idea, Jim.
Reflect Orbital says that it would power solar farms, provide light for rescue workers, and illuminate city streets. The idea here is to have access to the sun on demand and when it's needed. Reflect Orbital plans to have more than 50,000 satellites in action by 2035. However, some astronomers, wildlife experts, and others oppose this idea completely. They claim that the light from the mirrors could distract airplane pilots, could wreak havoc on astronomical observations, and interfere with sleep-wake cycles.
Maximum light pollution, please.
Circadian rhythms. Ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Ever
Yeah.
heard of it? What?
Maximum light pollution, please. You'll never be able to see a star, Self. You'll never be able to see anything going on up there. It'll all be behind a curtain.
If it ain't already, all these goddamn, I don't know about you, but like it's been, I think it's been some really much activity going on because it's been like overcast like a motherfucker here the past few days.
Yeah, that's when it's happening.
You can't see no motherfucking space. You're like, what?
I've always felt that.
Yeah, and then they said there was some the Canadian wildfires or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they saying that's why it smells like for 3 or 4 days it smelled like burnt plastic.
Yeah, you guys have had the worst air pollution since the Chicago fire over there where you're at.
It's
Allegedly.
ridiculous. No, it wasn't allegedly. That shit was,
Well, the alleged part is since the Chicago fire. I haven't been living.
I've never experienced this in my life. Like,
right.
Even when that shit was different color and all that,
right.
They say it was coming from Canada. This smelled like they were burning plastic for 2 days.
The terraforming?
I think a factory burned up or something. They ain't saying nothing about or something. Like, instead of saying there's some forest fires or something coming from Canada, this was some chemical fire.
So what do y'all think? Y'all think this is a good idea, putting mirrors up and illuminating the world overnight and pissing off all the animals who hunt at night?
No. Hell no.
Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's nocturnal animals that have to hunt in the darkness.
There's circadian rhythms that happen, and they don't happen like that.
Yeah, there's circadian rhythms. There's light pollution.
Yes,
there's
all of that.
Animals that hunt at night. You know what I mean? Yeah. That need the darkness so that they can survive.
They're humans and mankind that hunt at night too, and they come out, and they can only exist in the darkness, and they're part of this whole situation. So
yeah. All right. Y'all let us know in the chat. What do you think? You gonna sign off on it? And it doesn't matter. You can all storm your government and rub poop on the walls. You can go to your alderman and that whole town can show up and be on one accord. We don't want this. We don't want this. And your politicians will take money from the big corporations, and it's gonna happen anyway. Unless you what, Self, which we're not promoting.
Boing it.
Yeah, that's right.
Boing it down.
Let's just start boiling shit down. And kids, we're not telling you to do that.
No, we're not. You gotta go through the whole process, and
that's the only way.
They're gonna boing anyway.
Boing it down.
The whole situation is heating up, and everybody's not gonna make it.
Yeah, find those CEOs, find those politicians' homes, and when you get there, do what to those homes, Self?
Take them over.
Boing it.
No, get them out of there and take it over.
Point it. I like your first option.
We bring a whole bunch of stuff down, but when we get to the homes, we just take them out of there and and take them over.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Gotta keep the show pushing.
Boring down the institutions.
All right. Speaking of guardian angels. Watch how sudden this dude. He thought he was dead, so watch the dude to the left. Well, they'll keep showing it. Watch this dude here. Watch.
Shit, he ain't stupid. He saw that. He's experienced that thing going around. He didn't never seen it do that.
He was sudden.
Yes, very. because he knows how that thing goes. And who the hell was shooting?
Well, if he knew how it goes, he shouldn't have been standing right there. He should have been stooped down from the
It's not
beginning.
supposed to do that, but he knew how it was moving when he was shooting. It's supposed to stay going straight. As soon as it started coming off to the side, it was a problem.
Yeah.
Houston, there's a problem.
Yeah, man, look, watch how close it was.
Yes, it was very close.
Damn.
Yes. Yes.
And dude finally decided, take your hand off the trigger if you lost control of it.
That motherfucker was trying to hang on for dear life. He thought he was gonna die.
Yeah, he did.
I wonder if that motherfucker, he was training and he was training him.
I don't know, but he needs to be put on a new detail immediately. He would never, I'm never training you on this again.
Yeah, your ass, you failed. You're out of here.
You're cutting potatoes in the gulag for the rest of your life.
Get away from me. For damn sure.
That thing's still moving. It's like it's possessed.
He wasn't training him. You see the ball head? Well, I guess you can be young and have a ball head, but that motherfucker, he climbed up there at the very, very end.
Well, they're at a war, so you could be old in training.
Where we at? This is, this is Ukraine something?
Russia.
Oh.
When you're at war, the longer it goes, they start grabbing everybody.
Yeah. If you listen to what people say, they were grabbing everybody anyway. Suppose they had a great old army, and now they got to grab everybody. I know the Ukraine supposedly had to grab everybody, but you're Russia. Oh, that's right. Hey, we got to get on target.
That seems like bad construction. That thing shouldn't be able to swing backwards.
I mean, what if you got to turn all the way around and shoot the other direction?
I guess.
Yeah, it's 360.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You take your finger off the trigger and turn around and shoot behind you.
Yes.
Yeah. I got a problem. I don't know. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was, and they were too okay about it. He didn't smack that motherfucker nothing. Because, like you said, take your finger off the trigger. He wasn't balanced because he lost grip on one hand.
Yeah.
He's shooting, so it's pulling one way.
Yes.
All the recoil is spinning you around. Take your hand off the trigger.
All right, let it go before you kill somebody.
Nigga.
Cortez said, is Van on the scroll? I believe so.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Yeah. He's a charter member.
Yeah, charter member. Yeah. So that don't mean he was made undergrad. That means that he could still be graduate. But in 1990, how old is this dude? That's what I kept saying.
But either way, he's on the scroll. If he's grad or alumni.
Yes. No, I said that. Yeah, he on the scroll. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to if it's undergrad or grad, that's what I'm trying to fish out.
Tez is laughing at the machine gun tape. Yeah, I don't think we should laugh. I don't know if that's funny, but I don't know. When I first saw it, I had the same reaction you guys had. I laughed my ass off.
I mean, why not? I mean, I don't understand why it can't be funny. Nobody got hurt, anything.
Now, well, there's psychological damage, probably trauma, mental trauma.
Yeah, I won't even understand the language, and them people, they was kind of laughing.
All I understood was "da." He probably told him, "Take your hand off the thing." Somebody asked somebody if they was all right, and he was like, "Da." Yeah. Man, he almost died.
Yeah, he did. Very close.
Them big ass slugs at close range.
Oh no, it would not have been a head on that body.
I don't think it would have been.
It would not have been.
He'd caught at least what, 2 or 3 of them.
Only one. It only took one. I don't even know if another one. The first one would have did it at that range. I don't know if the second one would have hit him.
You think he heard those slugs going past his dome?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. She heard him going the other way before it turned
Right.
on him.
Right. He was sudden. He wasn't as sudden as I would have been, but he was sudden. He did get down. He did get down.
He saw that motherfucker had one hand on that motherfucker, and he moved as fast as he could because that shit was really, really fast.
Well, part of the training now is when you're training, or if you're standing next to somebody who's doing that, you got to get down before they start firing.
Way down.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Unless,
we got one.
Unless they don't care and they just ignorant.
Ignorant. We got one more and then we'll get on topic. We promise. All right. Imagine the regulators, all right, or some sort of beta noobs being in this situation here. Just imagine this. So.
I posted the Facebook thing too?
No, I didn't, but I should.
Yeah,
You don't like it's time to go. Time to go.
Party pooper.
You live there and listen to you doing it all day long and see how you like it.
Whoop-de-doo, you bought a house on the lake. Deal with
Yeah,
it.
well,
Bro, he
whoop-de-doo.
does live there and he does listen to it. Like, what?
I'm following the rules of the lake. I'm not
No, you're not.
So this guy owns property on the lake, and these young guys are just out here trying to have some fun. You heard what they told his old ass? Whoop-de-doo. You bought a house on the lake. You just gonna have to deal with it. You know, these are the YCs, the young crackers.
Live there and he does listen to it. Like, what?
I'm following the rules of the lake. I'm not
No, you're not. You're not following the, you see the sign?
Everybody else is
You see
out
the
on
sign?
boat.
You see the sign? Can you read?
Ooh.
This is so bad, bro.
You didn't stop there one time. Believe me. Time to go. Just if you only stayed for a little while and did your thing, it's time to go.
Let me
It's-
have fun on my jet ski.
No, go take it to another lake, someplace
I
else.
live on the lake.
Where do you live?
On Downey Street.
You don't. Where in? Just go over to Downey.
Now
Go
you gonna
over
tell
there.
him he don't live over
Dude,
there.
get a job, bro.
Where do you live? What number not Downey you live on?
This dude's talking about he live
I'll
on the
find out
lake.
by your
So why the
registration
fuck is you
card.
coming over here?
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
I will.
No, you won't actually. You
I
really
will.
won't. I promise you, you won't.
Dude,
I promise
just
you
get
I
out
will.
of here, bro. You're not gonna do.
Well, that's what
Like
dude's
this.
telling him. Just go back over
You
there.
know, where in? Just
Yeah,
go over to
I
Downey.
agree.
Go over there.
Bro, dude, get a
Yeah, but
get a job, bro.
This guy
Where do you
doesn't
live?
own the
What number not
goddamn
Downey you
lake.
live
I'm
on?
not telling you where
No,
It's
I
he
broad
don't.
daylight.
I'll find out by your registration of your car.
He don't.
I'm sure,
This
yeah.
this
I
not
will.
the land that he
No, you
owns.
won't,
It's not his
I
land
will.
from his
I
house
promise
to the
you
lake.
won't.
Dude,
I
He's
promise
just
you
out
I
there
will. You're not
harassing
gonna do-
motherfuckers that's on free
Like,
property.
really? What are you
I'll
gonna
just
do?
call the police again. That's all.
Okay, are they gonna shoot me? Like, is that what they're gonna do?
You want me to shoot you?
All right, shoot me.
Yeah, because if
Out by your
else he'd have told him you're on private property, get out of here. I called the police. You're
I
trespassing.
thought he said that. Look at the sign. The sign says you can't. I thought he said that. That's why I was thinking that he was in it right.
No, he just said, look at the sign. I can't see that sign. But he didn't say you're trespassing on private property. If that's what the case is.
Yeah.
registration of your car.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
I will.
No, you won't actually.
Oh,
It's like-
now, if we were the young people, then he would be in trouble like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like you got a house on Lake
Period.
Michigan. I know that Lake Michigan is a little different, but if you're outside the city, and my kid got a house, half mile away on Lake Michigan, and they're on the jet skis, and they're saying like, look, buddy, you know what I mean? You bought a house on the lake. It's like living in Wrigleyville and complaining because
And if you
motherfuckers out
don't-
there at the
you-
Cubs game.
Well, he didn't buy a house on the lake. He bought a house near the lake. So if it's not his personal property, then it's a public property.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So, that's a difference. He bought a house near the lake, and so did they. You know what I mean? So
Correct.
shit. Yeah, he like the younger one was saying, like, you bought a house near
Correct.
the lake. Yeah, okay, but we can launch from here.
Yeah. And there's properties here in LA on the ocean. Just because your house backs up to the ocean doesn't mean that it's a private beach. And people get into these conversations a lot. A lot of First Amendment auditors have been doing that. Just because your house is right, just like a parking space in front of your house, it's on public property. Just because it's
Right.
your house and you feel like this is your parking space, that don't mean shit to me.
Shit, if I'm buying a house on the goddamn ocean or lake or whatever, I'm owning the motherfucking land all the way to the goddamn pier, and all of that. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to own property on there. Like, I can understand if it's a little ways away and it's, like way too much land to there. That didn't look like in retrospect that it was clear that it could be from his fucking house there, because all that fucking bush and all of that shit didn't.
Well,
you know,
we'll go further. Once you hear the rest of the video, this old
I'll be clear.
douchebag, this old Karen is in the fucking wrong.
Completely in the wrong. I
will.
figured that out now.
Dude,
I promise
just
you I
get out
will.
of here, bro. You're not gonna do.
Like I said, if that was
Well,
us,
I'll
the
call
younger
the police
people,
again, that's all.
Okay, are they gonna
Oh,
shoot
wait
me?
till you
Like,
see
is
it.
that what they're gonna
You
do?
want me to shoot you?
All right, shoot me. Shoot me.
Look at Pops.
Bro, are you
I don't care. I'm about to come take purple. Come on. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy.
What are you gonna do?
Come on,
Shoot
big
me?
boy. Come on, big boy. Do it.
What am I gonna do?
Come on, big boy.
You're the one coming up to me. So
Come
do
on,
something.
big boy. Let's do it. Come on. Use that big.
He would have had a 4-piece already, wouldn't he, Self?
yeah, I mean that's threatening all the way.
He'd be
And
getting
he think he's small. He getting down like that, uppercut, left, right, up.
and he's got crutches right here. Right. Dude would have went down. One of us would have
Fatality.
grabbed his
mean-
legs, picked him out, and he'd be getting stumped out by now.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we really had somebody that rolled with us that stole on somebody that was riding a
Not only that,
wheelchair of sorts.
not only that, he didn't have no limbs. He was part of that when they was giving them pregnant women them drugs. He was part of that. Dude didn't even have limbs. He was barely holding on to that motherfucking wheelchair. So
Man, it had the nerve to talk crazy.
he used to talk shit. Boy, I hate this motherfucker. I was like, who, him? Bro, if I wasn't there, dude would have fell off that thing. I grabbed him. I put him back. I propped him back on there like, pull yourself together. I was like, you better just ride out of here. He did. He left. Saw him the next day, Self. He was humble on the yard. That brother fixed that young man. He fixed him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like,
Dude used to be, move out of the way. Fuck
I'm just
shit.
I'm saying this, but he's much more functional. He would have got way worse treatment.
Well, when he came down there, I would have picked up my crutches and would have been like, you keep walking, you're going to get a mouthful of this. But they not about that. Let me show you more of what
shit.
happened.
Hold on. So it's the dude standing down there, crutches.
It's this dude right here that he's facing up,
Oh,
crutches,
my
standing next to
God.
the crutches.
No, hold on then. What? How did he go past all those other people?
They're not built like, just watch the video.
Mouth of yours and do something about it. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Shit out of him.
Oh,
Slapped him too, so gave him a 2-piece. He tired of them YCs. He tired of the YCs, so.
yeah, he probably wouldn't have lived through this.
Look at what he's doing now, so. Drowning this motherfucker. And look at his homeboy.
Hold on, right now. Stop this! Stop!
He was trying to kill this motherfucker.
Look at me first, and I have a broken leg.
I mean, why didn't they beat the shit out this
I'm calling
motherfucker?
cops on you.
Correct.
I have a broken leg. Calm down.
Why didn't they beat the shit out this motherfucker? Why they let him do him like that?
That's what everybody in the comments was saying. If I had friends like these guys, your friend is on crutches with a broken leg,
And you let somebody get all the way down there in his face.
and then hold him in the water.
Yeah. And then somebody got to tell you to go get him on.
Stop this! Stop! Hey, you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be with hanging out with those
Look at
guys
me
no
first,
more.
and I have a broken leg. Back off. Back off.
Not ever
I'm
in
calling
life.
cops on you.
Nope.
Back off. I have a broken leg. Back off. I have a broken leg.
Because man, hey, we
Stop
would
Stop
have,
this.
hey, we might have killed that dude.
Oh, he'd be getting his ass whipped right now.
No, and it wouldn't have been nobody in the water. They would have all been on dry land.
Get him away.
What's wrong? He about to have a heart attack?
I'm talking about he smacked. When he smacked, he wouldn't even get to smack. But if he'd have got
Right
to
here.
smack,
Is he your friend?
First of all,
Get him away. Get him away. Get my phone.
somebody else pulled up. Now he's walking through here. Watch this.
Come on over here.
Bip, bip, bip,
oh yeah,
bip,
ass
bip.
whipping.
Dude, I was hit you. I was saying get out of here. You're being a for no reason.
Man, he smacked
Hey, he
somebody,
injured a
bro.
crippled
What the
person,
fuck
you know
is
that?
wrong with y'all, man? Hey, that group. Those are humans. That's mankind.
No
Human.
apology. I'm
Mankind.
crippled. You're
No apology.
Dude was trying to
Man,
apologize.
Yeah, I would be hitting this motherfucker with a crutch. Hell no, no apology.
Yeah, I know.
You was holding me under the water trying to kill me. What the fuck you mean apology?
I hope his eye never gets healed.
What happened to his eye?
He like broke.
Somebody must have hit him.
I was dead 2 months ago, so I'm gonna sue him. I already have a lawyer, so he's gonna be hearing from it. All right.
What does he mean he was dead 2 months ago? He must have been in a bad accident, huh?
When he broke his leg, I assuming.
Yeah, but he said he was dead.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah, probably had an NDE. All right.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's stuff is like you covered what everybody in the comments was saying. This dude ended up, let's see, they tried him. He ended up going to court. There was another video. I thought it was on this one. But yeah, they took his old ass to court and charged him with all types of shit. Attempt murder. He was trying to drown dude, bro.
He was.
Man, he had dude down in the ground. He was about to kill him.
He had him under the water.
Face down. If nobody would have pulled him off, that dude went crazy. I mean, again,
They wouldn't grabbed him, man. The crutch that was there, that would have, already know me. I'd have.
oh yeah, you had your crutch. You put work, but it's like it's like buying a house by the Kappa house, and then these damn kids making all this noise. Nobody would have honored that.
No,
especially
if it's like lakefront and you don't own the lakefront.
Man,
you don't even own down to the lakefront. Your house over there. What the fuck is you even talking to us for?
You on fraternity row. Man, get out of here, man.
Even if we wasn't on fraternity row, if we was at the fun house or at Palladium or at the shanty, I mean, it's especially the shanty, like.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. All right, enough of the appetizers.
Let's quench the self-love nation's thirst.
All right. You guys, raise your children to have a little more backbone than that. How about that? It's okay to defend yourself. You don't have to be a bitch out here. All right? You know what I mean?
That's mankind and human.
Slapped him like he was man got the backhand off.
Like he was a human.
All right, Angels, man, got the man, but pick the one with the broke leg.
The little bitty one.
The smallest one with a broke leg.
Crutches.
But he was the one mouthing off. I bet he was the one.
Yeah, but you know what he should have did? That motherfucker should have held his crutches. You already know.
That's what I said. My crutches would have been in my hand.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
Of course. Bing, bing.
All right. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the host and the guests and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. Further, the podcast is satirical commentary. All statements, jokes, opinions, and or exaggerations for entertainment, not factual claims or allegations about any person, place, or event. All right. Let's hop to it. What are angels really? What are angels, Brother Wordsmith?
They are a few different things, but interdimensional and messengers and interpreters, and it's various beings, bro. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, my bad. Go ahead.
They're best understood as interdimensional messengers, archetype beings that appear across cultures, functioning as bridges between the human world and the unseen layers of reality. People claim to see angels because human perception is not limited to the physical senses. Under stress, all grief, ritual, or heightened stress of consciousness, the mind becomes more receptive to symbolic, metaphysical, or anomalous phenomena.
Yeah, man, I've been there. We've been there. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, your mind is just, man, the veil is released and you're able to perceive stuff that you couldn't perceive before.
Man, we've also seen videos, so I know that's coming, that like it's just complete evidence of displacement.
Yeah. I mean, us coming back from Southern, and the car did that 720 on the freeway. in the middle of traffic.
Yeah.
And we didn't get touched.
Yep. And I didn't drive again for a couple of years after that.
Ended up on the side of the
Facing the
shoulder,
right direction.
pointed in the. I mean, it was a perfect driving job you did. Stuntman couldn't have pulled that off.
And we was in a terrible vehicle too. That just complete disrepair.
Shocks, struts, a sports car, all that shit.
Man, shot.
Yep. No windshield wipers.
Yeah, I didn't think of it as a incredible job. I thought of shit. It wasn't a credible job. That was Angel. He was God. Shit.
Man, we was driving along and I was talking to you. And we were like, "Whoa!" The car would almost lose control. Whoa! Still driving along.
We spinning it, but like we gonna die while we
gonna
spinning.
die, man. We gonna die.
While we spinning.
Yeah, in the middle of spinning. It was in slow motion.
Coming
and then,
back from our state.
It was our state we was coming from.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it was our state. And then Skinny Luster, he just got up and nobody said a word. You hopped in the passenger seat, he got in the driver's seat. That was it.
Period. I'd have drive that car again.
And Skinny's parents had money. I'm not gonna pocket watch. They had enough to get that car fixed for the boy.
Yeah, he wasn't doing exactly what they wanted, so he stayed out of contact. You know how he did with
Yeah.
That's that was his motto.
Yeah.
I mean, his mode of operation.
Yeah.
So yeah, they didn't hear from him.
What kind of car was that? Z2X or something?
Yes. It's a 280, 380.
Yes, 280Z or something. Yeah.
ZX, 280ZX. He was great.
Angels are traditionally described as messengers or intermediaries between the divine and the human world, but across cultures, their roles shift. Guardians, guides, protectors, or symbols of your higher self, higher consciousness. In modern conversations, angels often function as a bridge between spirituality and personal physical experience. Whether literal beings or metaphorical constructs, they represent man's desire for connection to something beyond ordinary perception. So Karen's gonna spin us a 50-second video. 9 ranks of angels explained. Okay. This guy, he does exorcisms, and I don't know if I trust him. He looks like Mr. White of Reservoir Dogs.
The seraphim, which are at the top, and then you have the cherubim and the thrones, etc. But then, and it goes to principalities and powers and all that, all the way down to archangels and angels. But that hierarchy is still there, and it's still intact. So the top rank, which is the top 3, their primary function deals with, their primary tasks deal specifically with God. So the seraphim's job, God gave them, in their nature, a strong inclination to love him. So their primary predominance is on the side of the will, is to love.
Okay.
No, the seraphim?
Yeah. Why do folks claim to see angels? And like you said, there's video of it on the internet.
Yeah, that's because they are present. They change situations. I'm sure that I was affected by an angel. I got hit and run over by a car, and didn't die at the scene. And I did die though, but they, revived me or whatever you want. So
did you hear any warnings before you got hit?
Jackie said, "Whoa, watch out."
But I'm saying you didn't get nothing out of your intuition.
No, I was completely off my ass drunk. Definitely saved my life.
What, being drunk?
Yeah.
Well, it makes you more malleable, but on the flip side, if you wasn't off your ass, you probably wouldn't have got hit in the first place.
Um, the where I was at, only way I would have not get hit with, yeah, I probably might not have. It's true. It was 4 in the morning. No, 2 or 3 in the morning. But it, yeah.
I mean,
Truly,
I don't know.
I had did so much shit that day. That could have been my last day, bro.
Yeah, because it
I
could have been
mean,
just fatigue.
I'm just saying, but I'm saying I did so much that it could have been my last day. You know what I mean? If I didn't see Yuri and Gabby's face while I was going through this, then I wouldn't be here because I was in a state of bliss. And
You'd
then,
have just stayed over there.
yeah, I remembered. I saw them. I remembered. Oh, damn, he the same age I was when my pops
And by
passed.
Yuri, he means Uriel.
Uriel, yes.
And Gabby,
Gabrielle,
he means
and which is
Gabriel.
yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, they're named after angels, and that's ironic because
And
that's whose face I saw. Like,
yeah, they
yeah,
saved you. They
yeah.
came to save
No,
you.
they made me. Yeah, I had to stay here. I had to stay.
But
I
they're your
wanted to.
angels.
Yeah, I wanted to. I had to. It was like I couldn't. I couldn't repeat that cycle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That cycle could not be repeated. They need to know their father. They could
yeah,
not know their father. Like I didn't really know mine, even
yeah.
though I
And,
am
and
I
and
am
have that
him.
resource,
Yes.
whether it's for material things or
Whatever it
psychological.
is.
Yeah,
I know what I dealt with not
yeah.
having my
We
father.
didn't have that resource.
Man. Period.
Why do people claim to see angels? You're saying they see them because they see them.
Yes. Yes.
Well, reports of angelic encounters usually emerge during moments of crisis.
That's
Clarity.
yep. That's what happens. You heighten everything's heightened when you know.
Hmm.
I didn't see no angels, but I'm not a seer. You know what I mean? I'm a feeler.
Yeah. Clarity or emotional intensity. Some interpret these experiences as supernatural intervention. Others see them as psychological responses to fear, hope, or trauma. What makes these stories compelling is not just the event itself, but the impact. People often describe a shift in perspective, a sense of protection, or a feeling that something larger is at work. We're covering angels decoded, but are they real? Do me a favor, smash that like button, like, share, subscribe. Um, all right, gonna do one more before we take a short break. Where do angel stories originate?
Actually, it's kind of global. I mean, the regular origination
Which is
things.
interesting.
Yeah,
Global across cultures.
yes, and across cultures and cross religions, like in
Yes.
all religions, like uh. So where it originated is very difficult to perceive because uh, they say certain things are the oldest, but you know, his story and his story has been a lot of bullshit. So he wasn't even there. So he ain't been there long enough to talk about anything. And they telling us what happened.
Facts. Facts. Yeah. And distorting it to fit their worldview.
Yeah, his story from humans and mankind. Not man,
Did
not
you
woman.
did you read that link I sent you? They said human is Latin and it comes from homo. That's what Hugh. I sent you that Chat GTP link. Yeah, it's yeah, self. It said the Hugh part. It means homo, and what they were doing was trying to take away You know, because man, even before man just meant these beings that we are, right? But then the feminists, that movement came, so they had to come up with something that was more universal. That happened between 1960 and 1980, and I do remember
Mhm.
when it was just man.
Yeah.
And so in Old English there was a word for to feminize it. I think it was mer, I think, and then it was wife, WIF, for females. So if you were talking about what we know as humanity, you would say man. But if you wanted to say, okay, is it a female or a male, then you use a specific term for that. And human was created, yeah, somewhere between the 60s and 1980.
Well,
Wow.
it's that you mentioned that it means homo. I mean, the whole concept of what they call it, the Homo erectus, talking about
Mm-hmm.
where we came from. So
Mm-hmm.
they've been putting this into the works from since then.
Mm-hmm. Sodomy, which goes against uh, supposedly it's an abomination.
To a few religions, not all of them, but supposedly Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. But there's a lot of people that don't practice. They say that they are these things, then don't practice any of the.
Tenets.
Yeah, thank you.
So angel stories trace back to some of humanity's oldest spiritual traditions. To your point, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Zoroastrianism. I've never heard of that. And even
You just didn't realize, but you have.
hmm, even pre-Abrahamic mythologies. Across these cultures, angels appear as messengers, guardians, or cosmic administrators, each shaped by the value of the society telling the story. What's fascinating is how consistent the core idea remains. Beings that bridge the quote unquote human and the divine. Whether these stories emerge from mystical experiences, dreams, or attempts to explain the inexplicable, they reveal a long standing need to personify guidance and protection.
No doubt. Wow. Man, question I want to ask, I hope it's not too soon, but
Go ahead.
are angels extraterrestrials?
I mean, extraterrestrials, ancestors. Yeah, I mean, hey,
Interdimensionals? We're interdimensional, so how can our ancestors not be? And how can uh uh angels not be? How can they you think do they just uh harbor over this realm? Or are there other dimensions that they're responsible for?
well, you say this is a simulation, so
Yes.
it would follow that if once you leave this realm in this iteration of you, that you would harbor the ability to tap into um, uh, Uriel, Gabrielle, in certain moments, so they can make better choices, and even bigger than that, your grandchildren.
And I'm gonna go further than that. The Sims games that we've created in our lifetimes or whatever, they're going to go online, and at some point they're going to be self-realized and do their own thing. It's as above, so below.
Yeah,
This simulation is levels of simulations all engraved in it, and the grand experiment is highly at work, and it's more than just the Sims. There's so many simulation games now that, I mean, goddamn, like after time, they're gonna be realized and be able to operate on their own. The coding, the AI, it's built in. They're adding information every time you do something. And then all these things you gotta do to say you're not a bot is teaching AI how to visualize and put everything in motion. I can hear you.
All right,
Oh.
we're gonna we got one more to run.
Yeah, we gotta roll out.
In the vastness of the unseen realm, there exists an army, vast, radiant, and terrifying, not of flesh and blood, but of fire, light, and glory. These are the angels, but not all angels are equal. They are ranked, ordered, assigned, each with a divine purpose in the cosmic design. From the blazing seraphim who burn before God's throne, to the guardian angel who walks beside you, this is the heavenly hierarchy, the 9 orders of angels. For centuries, theologians and mystics have believed that angels are divided into 3 spheres, or triads, each containing 3 orders. The closer the order is to God, the more powerful, the more glorious, and the more mysterious they become. Seraphim, the fiery ones. Mentioned in Isaiah's vision, the seraphim are beings of pure fire, with 6 wings. 2 to cover their faces, 2 to cover their feet, and 2 to fly. They burn with love for God, crying out, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts." They do not speak to men. They do not fight demons. Their only task is to worship eternally. Cherubim, the guardians of secrets. Forget everything you think you know about cherubs. These are not winged babies. They are beings of overwhelming power. Described in Ezekiel, they have 4 faces of a lion, an ox, a man, and an eagle, and they are covered in eyes. They guard the mysteries of God, Eden's entrance, the Ark of the Covenant, the very secrets of the divine. Thrones, the bearers of God's justice. They are the wheels of fire Ezekiel saw, burning, turning, and filled with eyes. Thrones carry out divine judgment and reflect God's will. They are the very foundation upon which God rests. Second sphere, the heavenly governors. Dominions, the commanders. They rule over the lower angels, keeping the celestial hierarchy in balance. They rarely appear to humans, but when they do, they appear as majestic beings with glowing orbs or scepters, commanding divine authority. Virtues, the miracle workers. They channel God's grace into the world. When a miraculous healing occurs, when nature obeys in ways science cannot explain, that is the hand of the virtues. They maintain the natural world and empower the saints. Powers, the warriors, the first line of defense against demonic forces. They are heaven's soldiers, tasked with restraining the chaos of hell. Every time the spiritual war intensifies, the powers are there, fighting, unseen. The watchers over earth, principalities, the guardians of nations, assigned to cities, kingdoms, and rulers. They influence political shifts and guide world leaders according to divine will. When a nation turns to righteousness or falls into ruin, a principality was behind it. Archangels, the great messengers. Michael, the commander. Gabriel, the announcer. Raphael, the healer. These are the generals of the angelic world, delivering messages of cosmic importance and leading angels in battle. Michael once cast Lucifer down, and one day he will rise again for the final war. Angels, the guardians of men. They are the closest to humanity, quiet, faithful, assigned to individuals. One of them may walk beside you right now unseen, but always watching. 9 orders, 1 divine purpose. From the throne of God to the edge of the earth, this is heaven's army. But not all angels remained loyal. Some rebelled. They were cast out, twisted, corrupted. Next time, we'll descend into darkness and uncover what became of the fallen.
Yeah, I like how they don't mention Uriel. Not.
But it's funny though. I hadn't heard of Uriel until you told me that's what your son's name was.
Yeah, because they don't put it out there. He's an interpreter. He lets people know. He expose them to the hidden. You know.
Yeah.
He's man. That's why he's hidden.
Even when I was going to Catholic church, they never mentioned him.
Man, they mentioned only 3, and it's 7.
Was it Michael? They mentioned Michael, didn't they? The archangel.
Okay, definitely. Michael. Hold on, let me get it.
We're going to list them all in the second half of today's pod.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right, so you had anything else to say on that video?
There's a lot of good information, but they the top 3 they mentioned is Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael.
Yes.
Those are the ones they mentioned.
Yes.
You know, they don't mention the other. It's all man. Same thing that Google does.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't give you all the information. And this I asked the AI, you know what I mean? And I know it's more. I'm like, hey, aren't there more? And he's like, oh yeah, well, yeah. Yeah.
Here they are.
Why you holding that back?
Right.
But we know why, because they don't want us to expand.
Yeah. Facts, and facts.
Y'all know how the game go. It's the Self Love Show. We moving, cruising. And if y'all not on the right side of thinking, lyrical abusing. Man, this is an amazing show. If you know, you know. And as always, we have some very edutaining videos for your consumption. And we'll be right back at you relative to our function.
FCC has approved plans by a Hawthorne-based startup to test a satellite that would use a 60-foot mirror to then reflect sunlight back to planet Earth after dark. Reflect Orbital says that it would power solar farms, provide light for rescue workers, and illuminate city streets. The idea here is to have access to the sun on demand and when it's needed. Reflect Orbital plans to have more than 50,000 satellites in action by 2035. However, some astronomers, wildlife experts, and others oppose this idea completely. They claim that the light from the mirrors could distract airplane pilots, could wreak havoc on astronomical observations, and interfere with sleep-wake cycles.
Timeline. They are appointed to help us and are aware of our own life goals, yet they never impose their will on us. Here are 9 different categories of angels. Before we go into this video, make subscribe to Gideon Films and turn on the notifications so you don't miss our uploads, and like this video.
Was some of my research, at USC. I did a
Moses fleeing the people from Pharaoh.
Right, let my people go.
40 years in a desert.
Manna.
Let's talk about what manna truly is. And
Agonoski's in the Middle East right now saying manna is Peter.
Can we put some sensibility to that? Being in the desert, and our Father, the Creator, loves us beyond. And He's going to rain down bread in a desert. Moses summoned the strongest men for them to dig, and that's where the whole term of so it is above, so it is what?
Below.
That means that Moses had the science for them to dig and find water.
Yeah, like the elephants can do.
So what do you find even in a desert when you dig down and find water? Do you find bread or do you find plants?
They're really criticizing science because I represent science.
Was some of my research, at USC. I did a survey. The question was, do you think that Jesus Christ was of African descent or European descent? Overwhelmingly, over 90-something% of the folks said African descent. I said, then do you think his ethnicity matters? They said, no, it doesn't matter. And I'm saying, it matters obviously to somebody.
It does.
You know,
Absolutely.
and it matters to white supremacy. But whenever there's a book called The Color of Christ, the saga of race, I think in America, they track when, most people say, well, this is something out of Europe and, who was that? Michelangelo painted,
Yeah.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with why Jesus is white. Jesus is white because of America. Jesus is white because of white supremacy in the Klan. That's why Jesus is white. That's where that comes from. It didn't stick in Europe because they knew better.
Hey, Cleveland, you better hide the markers from your kids. Somebody colored in your Jesus.
Somebody colored in your ass with too much ass, fat ass.
The charges I'm going to announce, please know this. The charges themselves are not evidence. Everyone that I'm going to describe today is presumed guilty until and unless they are proven their guilt is proven by the government beyond a reasonable doubt.
My testicles, they like eased down and they put their hands right between my butt. Just pulled my drawers down and dug in my rectum.
The ringleader and now disgraced.
Things like that, do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes, with my experience, not only just in classification, but as former, he's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration, we have that. So we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity.
No. Down.
Dude, I was hit you. I was saying get out of here. You're being a for no reason.
You're going anywhere, dude. Cops are coming. They know where to find me. Huh?
Hey, he injured a crippled person. You know that? Suing.
That's a big deal.
And he's still lost. All right. No apology. I'm crippled. You're. He's. You guys together?
Yeah, I know him.
And the other guy?
I don't know who they are.
I hope his eye never gets healed.
In a motorcycle accident, he broke almost every bone in his body.
I was dead 2 months ago, so I'm
able to plant it on the scene. Thank God we recovered his DNA and be able to plant it on the scene and be able to plant it on the scene. And I understand they're opening up different cold cases now to see if they can identify possibly his DNA linked to other crimes.
You're asking me to warn you about an enforcement action being taken by another agency before it happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Why not?
That would be obstruction of justice. You may want to talk to the city attorney.
Air quotes expert.
We are, as they say, tangled in our anchor chain. Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Man, I thank you guys for inviting me on. Thank you. Great format. Very solid. It don't have that low budget movie feel. You know what I'm saying? And we get that a lot in the Black community, for real. Like people look at us to be fuck ups. They look at us to be low budget. They look at us to be ignorant, stuttering, and use a whole bunch of and all of that. But no, they got the real deal on here. That everybody know who Torian Mills is, baby. They know.
Hey, well, bro,
They so ignorant.
Hey, but this platform's your platform. This platform's my platform. From Inglewood, California to
the South
Shore.
Shore.
Think about it.
This platform is
made
for
for
you
and me.
It's made for you.
The
Do
crazy
ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. I was trying to get out the end of the preamble, but go ahead, bro.
Yep, that's how the story goes. Live show. Know how we chose. Be like Tupac. Rose. Grown out the concrete. Path we chose. We to expose their no equal. Story wordsmith 9 mil. You know how the story goes. Y'all know how we do. We pursue our dreams and goals like a dope fiend. Know what I mean? And today we talking about the angels that make you take different angles to what you see. It's the Self Luv Show. The Self Luv Show. And y'all know how we do. We talk about a lot of things foundational, and then we move through. And now we gonna get into it. Y'all know how we do it. You know how the story goes. It's the Self Luv Show. You on mute?
It's the Self Luv Show. All right. So yeah, just what we were talking about right at the end of the first half. Let's break down the 9 archangels, my bad. Who are the 9 archangels?
It's not really 9 archangels. It's 9 levels of angels, and then they're like 7 archangels.
So there's 7 angels or 9 levels.
There's 9 levels they say are the I'm at the wrong spot because I'm at the religions.
So I got Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, you name them.
Yeah.
Uriel.
Yeah.
Selaphiel, Jejudiel, Barachiel, Jeremiel, and Ragiel.
Ragiel, yeah. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel. So yeah, yep.
So that's 9.
5, 6, 7, 8. That's
Michael 1, Gabriel 2, Raphael 3.
List I got is 8. I'm sorry. I don't.
No, you're good. Uriel 4, Selaphiel. Which one is not on your list? Selaphiel 5, Jagugiel 6, Barachiel 7, Jeremiel 8, and Ragiel.
I don't have the last one. No, Brachiel is twice because Brachiel was before Jamariel.
Barachiel.
Yeah.
Barachiel.
And then what was the last one? Because I don't have that.
Ragiel.
Oh, no. Ragiel. I got to look that.
Let's see. Let's double check that.
It's a Catholic tradition. It's 7 archangels. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Kumiel, Jophiel, and Ezekiel.
Angel Ragiel, also known as Akrasiel or Ragiel, is recognized in Judaic and Christian apocryphal traditions as the archangel of justice, fairness, harmony, and redemption. His name translates to friend of God or shepherd of God. He is tasked with overseeing other angels and enforcing divine order.
Okay.
But he's most famously featured in the book of Enoch.
What's his name?
Raguel.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep. The Book of Enoch has a slightly different 7 because he's had 7. The Book of Enoch has 7. Uriel, Raphael, Raguel, Michael, Seraphael, Gabriel, and Remiel. It's like different cultures have different amounts. It's a trip because it's a Catholic Orthodox that's got 7, and then the Eastern Orthodox tradition has 7 or 8, just like you said. You brought out 8.
I brought out 9.
9?
Michael's 1, Gabriel's 2, Raphael's 3. Uriel's 4, Salephiel's 5, Judiel's 6, Barachiel's 7, Jeremiel's 8, and Ragiel 9. Resolver of conflicts. He's often called upon in modern spiritual practices to help bring peace, order, and fairness to chaotic situations. Sounds like a 3 club. Promoting harmony, he advocates for cooperation and mutual respect, ensuring that other angels carry out their duties fairly, enforcing divine law.
Yeah, I have no list with 9, so I don't. Raguel was missing off the list that I had of 8, and there were a couple others missing off the list that he was on.
Well, he's not mentioned in the standard canonical Bible.
No. But he is mentioned in the Book of Enoch.
Correct, but that's not standard. It's not in the standard Bible.
But Enoch still only had 7. That's what I'm tripping on. He did have him, though. That's for damn sure. And Uriel and Gabriel.
You have to figure out what each angel did to figure out which one's missing in either book. Because if they're doing, if they have the same function in a different name, then we know what that is.
Yeah, a lot of the Raguel is Uriel, but not overseeing the other angels. That part is
Uriel's wisdom.
Uriel is so I looked him up specifically. Sudden insight, prophetic dreams, intellectual clarity, justice and truth, the fire that purifies rather than destroys. Uriel's not a warrior like Michael or messenger like Gabriel. He's an interpreter. He's one who helps humans understand divine messages, visions, and symbols. The Kabbalah.
So he's like an intermediary.
Yes.
What do you call the guy? And the Godfather. He's the consigliere.
Yeah. In Jewish mysticism, Kabbalah, Uriel is one of the 4 primary archangels guarding the 4 directions. He governs the north, symbolizing stability, grounding, and deep wisdom. Yeah, Christian and apocalyptic Enochian text, Uriel is the angel who warns Noah of the coming flood, interprets visions for prophets, stands among the 7 angels of the presence, oversees the watcher's judgment. He is the archangel of prophecy and cosmic justice. Eastern Orthodox, he is honored the angel of repentance, illumination, divine free, spiritual understanding. He governs intuition, creativity, problem solving, alchemic transformation. He's often invoked for clarity during major life decisions.
Yeah, clarity illuminates truth.
Yeah. I ain't even know all that. I guess I did, internally when about naming that, because that's, man.
Fire of God.
He
God is my light.
He is that, bro. That dude is my son is special. Time will tell, and it's going to show.
He acts as a guide to divine truths, presides over Tartarus, the underworld, and is sometimes credited with guarding the gates of Eden with the fiery sword, guarding the gates.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Strategist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Recognized as one of the seven supreme archangels or the fourth major archangel. In angelology and spiritual communities, he is prayed to for guidance, conflict resolution, mental clarity, and inspiration in the arts and sciences. Because he is not included in the canonical Bible of major religions, much of his history comes from the Book of Enoch and other apocryphal writings. To learn more about his attributes, learn the religion's Archangel Uriel guide.
Apocryphal, and Enochical. Yeah. I just knew it was an angel, and it felt right. And I wanted to name my children. I wanted the purpose behind their names, and even though I didn't completely know, my children are special beings, really.
Yeah, Michael as protector, Gabriel as messenger, Raphael as healer, Uriel as wisdom. Whether literal beings or archetypes, the nine archangels, I guess you're saying seven or eight, form a framework for understanding divine roles, protection, communication, healing, justice, and spiritual insight. Their influence shows up in art, ritual, and personal testimony, making them central figures in angelic lore.
Yeah, if it's 9, it makes sense, because if it's 9 levels of angels, then how is it not 9? And ain't how's it not 9 angels to represent each level? So it makes sense that it's 9. That's, and 9 is completion in some mathematical and universal systems, as is 13 and others. But they all have their own realm and round out. So it's very interesting that I wonder about that, because they got us in a 13 and a 9 and a 7.
Mm-hmm.
And they trying to confuse them so you can't master what you need to master. I think it's a confusion spell.
Angel encounters often feel deeply personal because they occur during moments of vulnerability, fear, or transformation. People describe experiences that seem tailored specifically to them, a voice that speaks directly to their situation, a presence that arrives at the exact moment of need, or a sign that feels impossibly precise. Psychologists might call this pattern recognition or emotional projection, while spiritual traditions frame it as divine intervention. Either way, the intimacy of these moments is what makes angel stories so powerful and enduring. So, in your situation, a head doctor might call you seeing your children as emotional projection when you were on the other side.
Well,
they can't believe that your children came to you in the subconscious realm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the subconscious remembers everything, first of all. But second of all, the most amazing part as an empath and a feeling being is that I saw their faces. That's what's amazing. Because I feel, I don't really see.
Yeah, you were saying that earlier.
Yeah, and I saw their faces, bro. Like, I saw Yuri, I saw Gabby, and I saw me at at Yuri's age, and I saw it. That's what was so impactful about the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't really see. So that shit really impact me.
Yeah, it brought you back.
Yes. Back into this body, boy. And I got back in this body. I was hurt so fucking bad. Oh. Oh my God. I was like, oh shit. What I felt so great and so good and so everything. And then I felt so much pain. Oh my God. I've been hit and run over. I felt all of it in that instant. I didn't ease back in it. I didn't ask to be eased back in. I demanded to go back. And so, I mean.
Yeah. All right, we got to be done in about 10 minutes here. The producers in my ear. 9 types of angels: seraphim, cherubim, thrones, dominions, virtues of power. That's the name of this video from Gideon Films. Fair use. This ain't the one we just saw.
Even while we have the ability to speak to God directly through prayer, the Bible claims that God speaks with us through a variety of angels, each of whom has a specific role. Within 3 main categories, there are 9 different kinds of angels or choirs. Angels are people just like us, no matter where they are in the hierarchy. They are far more patient and forgiving than we are because they are able to see far beyond the mortal timeline. They are appointed to help us and are aware of our own life goals, yet they never impose their will on us. Here are 9 different categories of angels. Before we go into this video, make subscribe to Gideon Films and turn on the notifications so you don't miss our uploads, and like this video for the sake of YouTube algorithm. 9 types of angels. 1. Seraphim. Seraphim is Hebrew for the fiery ones. This word is the plural form of seraph. The Bible describes these angels as having faces, hands, and feet. Each seraph possesses 6 wings.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, my bad. That eye with the thing going around it. I don't know which one it is, but it's one of these levels.
Are used as a gesture of humility while they are in the presence of God, and the other 2 are used for flight. They shout, "Holy, holy, holy," and seem to be always giving God homage. They are frequently portrayed in religious artwork. These are the closest angels to God. They encircle his throne and radiate a flaming, passionate light that represents his love. Seraphim are known as fiery serpents, and no other celestial creatures are allowed to stare at them. They only have 4 faces, and there are only 4 of them. When they arrive on Earth, they abandon their snake form in favor of tall, slim, clean-cut human forms.
Snake form, huh?
Yeah, wow.
2.
Sound like the serpent in the Garden of Eden.
Man, you know that was
plural
not evil.
Of cherub. These angels manage celestial records and have access to God's wisdom. They are dispatched to Earth with major missions, such as removing humanity from the Garden of Eden. Cherubim are depicted in ancient art as sphinx-like winged creatures with human faces, rather than the plump infants with wings that currently adorn greeting cards and book covers. Cherubim are Ophaniel, Rikpiel, and Sophiel, as was Satan before his descent into wickedness.
So Satan was a seraphim.
3. Thrones. Thrones' look is possibly the oddest of the initial batch.
Thrones.
They are reported to resemble large, bright wheels with many eyes. They act as God's chariot, dispensing his judgment to carry out his plans for us.
Enoch's wheel?
Could
that
be.
was a ship, though.
Dominions or dominations.
The
second category of angels can reside in a condition of transition between the heaven dispensing his judgment to carry out his plans for us. 4.
Just like they're saying these E.T. crafts are organic.
Dominions or dominations. The second category of angels can reside in a condition of transition between the heavenly and human realms. They are seen as celestial regulators who strive to establish a balance between matter and spirit. The second category. 4. Dominions or dominations.
Yeah.
The second category of angels can reside in a condition of transition
We
between
regulated
the
our
heavenly
dominion.
and human realms. They are seen as celestial regulators who strive to establish a balance between matter and spirit, good and evil. Consider dominions to be intermediate management. They take commands from seraphim and cherubim, then assign tasks to the lower order worker bee angels. Their major role is to keep the universe in order by transferring power to leaders of government and other authoritative people.
Definitely sound like
The
E.T.
chief of this order is Zadkiel, also known as Hashmal.
Hashmal.
5.
Sounds like an ish shit.
Virtues, which are shaped like sparks of
Well,
light,
the Ish
are in
stole the
charge of
legacy.
sustaining the
I know.
natural world and
Prostituted.
inspiring living
Just
creatures
saying.
in
It
fields
sounds
such
like
as science.
they
also
control right
accept
now.
commands from the angels above them and turn them into miracles for those who deserve them. When they manifest in our world, they are virtues, which are shaped. Virtues. Virtues, which are shaped like sparks of light, are in charge of sustaining the natural world and inspiring living creatures in fields such as science. They also accept commands from the angels above them and turn them into miracles for those who deserve them. When they manifest in our world, they are singers, artists, healers, and scientists who operate with the force of love as well as physics. The two angels that appeared during Jesus' ascension are said to embody virtues. 6. Powers. Powers manifest as vividly colored hazy vapors in their heavenly forms. Powers serve as border guards between heaven and earth. They are the birth and death angels. Some think they also rule over demons that aim to destroy the world, while others, including St. Paul, believe the powers themselves are bad. In any event, powers are a collective of professionals who act as religious, theological, and ideological consultants. 7. Principalities. Ordinary humans will have the most interaction with the third category of angels. The principalities are at the top of this list. These celestial beings resemble light beams. The principalities, like a school principal, monitor everything. They govern our whole globe, including nations, cities, and villages. They are also in control of religion and politics. As if their plate wasn't already overflowing, they are also in charge of
Well, the
overseeing
Kennedys
the
say we're battling principalities.
Absolutely. I was on that same
wavelength.
principle, monitor everything. They govern our whole globe, including nations, cities, and villages. They are also in control of religion and politics. As if their plate wasn't already overflowing, they are also in charge of overseeing the terrestrial responsibilities of the angels beneath them. 8. Archangels. These, together with the angels, protect humanity in all physical things, but don't ask them to assist you personally. Archangels respond best when dealing with issues that affect all humanity, such as justice. This order is well known because several of the angels are referenced by name in the Bible, including Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. Archangels combat demons, for example.
Those are the three they
Michael,
always talk about, Self.
Yeah, because they don't. Uriel's not canonical. You know, the other ones aren't. Because they decided which books was left out. You know, the Apocrypha and the Apocrypha was left out. You know,
Of course, if you go to the Ethiopian Bible, Uriel's in there.
no, all of the books are there in the Ethiopian Bible. That you know, it has the Apocrypha, all of that. So that's the Bible that you know is most accurate. Definitely not King James, who's looking to get divorced, so he left the Catholic Church and then created his own, put his own thing together.
And they starved those Ethiopians.
Oh, they
are referenced by name in the Bible, including Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. Archangels combat demons, for example, Michael, or carry messages from God, such as when Gabriel appeared to Mary to inform her that she would be the mother of Jesus. There are only 7 archangels, according to popular
There
belief.
you go, 7.
9. Angels.
Right.
These may simply be
According
referred
to popular belief.
Yeah, because I mean,
to as regular.
as we get dumbed down more and more and taught not to research and how to not, and I'm not gonna go there, but they dumb us down. They give us less information and we eat it up.
Lap it up like milk.
Like it's the facts.
These
like it's
may
nothing
simply be referred to as
beyond
regular angels. 9. Angels. These may simply be referred to as regular angels. They are the most prevalent form of angel and are protectors of humanity and all things tangible. These angels are sent to humans as messengers.
All of them white.
This category includes personal guardian angels. Angels can guard and warn mankind, as well as fight on God's behalf.
You heard them say it was different. They said you had personal angels, and they had angels for mankind, and they had the angels for humans. It said it all like that. It's very tripped out that that he said that. I'm like, man, it's a difference.
Yeah.
We got archangels, and they got those beings that oversee them, because they do some really stupid things and get really saved. There's some of them that get really saved, like if I could walk out in front of a truck and angel moved his ass right out the way.
Yeah, or the one where that door flew open on that truck and
Man,
some guy tapped this dude on the shoulder.
Oh my God.
And he turned around and looked at him.
He was gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
What role do angels play today in modern life?
The same they've always played throughout eternal life since we've been here. There are set-asides that have been put into play that can make sure that certain players achieve their goals. Resets in video games, but not really a reset in the simulation. You know what I mean? You get a reset that ain't really I don't know. To me, it's I want to say a program in the simulation, but there's a better word. I can't believe I can't think of it. It's, like when I'm recording, it's all kinds of programs I could put in, software packages or whatever. But it's an exceptional thing that happens in this realm. And I would like to say that all people aren't able to perceive it. There are reasons why. It's a lot of people around us that's bots people. They're bots. People that do the same thing all the time, say the same thing all the time. No matter what you say to them or how you deal with them, you try to push them to the side and they come with the same thing all the time, just like comments in social media. Then they're bots.
Dead internet theory. Yeah, I would agree with that. Are angels connected to the watchers in the Sumerian text?
Yes. I'm going to say that they're very similar, if not the same. It's vernacular, and you know how regulators vernaculate. So, very similar, if not the same. Some people say that the watchers watched over the angels or whatever, so they could probably be in the level of, it could be the principalities. They say the principalities watched over them. I think that's what I saw. So watchers could be considered principalities, or think is Sumerian text is older. Supposedly, it's the oldest they've found. Supposedly, I don't buy that, but if that's the case, then it's older than talking about the angels.
Yeah, the Watchers, as described in the Book of Enoch, are often compared to figures in Sumerian mythology, especially the Anunnaki, who were depicted as divine beings interacting with humanity. While the texts come from different cultures and eras, both describe non-human entities descending, teaching, and or influencing early man scholars and influencing early man. Scholars debate whether these similarities reflect shared mythic patterns or cultural cross-pollination. What's clear is that the Watchers, like the Sumerian gods, occupy the same mysterious space between divine authority and man experience, fueling theories about ancient contact and celestial intervention.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about the Anunnaki or whatever, they say there was a physical being that was present, and angels. So I would say that the Watchers are kind of different than angels in that aspect. They were physical beings that were there who had advanced technology. I think the angels could be perceived as interdimensional because they could have higher technology too. I'm not sure about a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, they could probably take any form too, whatever form is necessary to get the message across to you.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely can.
So they can send you signs, and if those signs aren't being recognized, then then they're gonna get you. They'll come to you in your dreams and everything.
And if you still don't do it, they can hit you and run you over.
All types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shut down an organ or whatever. Yeah. Okay, so we got a couple more. Why do angels endure, do you think, across cultures?
Because everybody has guardian angels at the very least. And you have a timeline and some things you are supposed to achieve, and in a lot of ways there's a lot of things that progress you to get to where you have to.
Yeah, and they could be helping us make sense of the unexplainable and timeless as far as this sense of being watched.
A lot of it is our higher self. It's our self that's projecting to this avatar in the simulation, in my opinion, that can't control the avatar, but is rooting and
yeah,
and hoping and trying to push through and communicate through. I don't know. I'm trying to make sure because I know I can overtalk, and I'm not going to right now.
All right. Well, we're not going to run this at all. Not much. Just something about guardian angels.
Have a guardian
and then we
angel.
get to the last question.
Not just metaphorically, but an actual spirit being assigned to you, and not like a baby with wings who tells you bedtime stories. More like
yeah, that's a lie. When they made look at those little wings.
Right. Hey, mine kept me alive. I got hit and run over by a car. So mine was like allowed me to get hit and run over by a car, but make sure that I didn't, well, don't kill you, make you stronger.
Facts.
a supernatural Navy SEAL assigned to your soul since before you were born, but most people go their entire lives completely ignoring them. Let me explain. First off, what exactly
You've always told me don't ignore him.
Man.
Is a guardian angel? Well, as it turns out, most people's idea of a guardian angel is wildly inaccurate, so let's clear that up before we get to the good stuff. Guardian angels, and angels in general, are not the spirits of dead people, and they're not babies with wings. Angels are actually a completely different species from us humans. They're made of pure spirit with no physical body. Since angels don't have bodies, they aren't bound by the same rules we are. They don't eat or sleep, they don't have genders, and they never grow old or die. The angels are made entirely of intellect and will. And
so they think the ancestors without physical bodies.
Man, they're asinine, bro. You hear this voice?
Yeah, it's asinine.
They're much smarter than we are, because they don't even have to learn things like humans do. We have to learn things.
They think the ancestors have to learn things once they go to the other realm?
Bro. A lot of these bots don't have souls. They think this is
Step by step.
all there is, and it is for them. So,
Through reasoning and thinking, but
that's
angels.
What the Ish people think. It goes all fade to black, and that's it.
Well,
no more consciousness, nothing.
They're very much the same people. I mean, is it me? Are those people supposed to be there?
Mm-hmm.
Any of those people? Maybe they are, I don't know, because I think all that is actually in the Americas, where they talking about where the land we supposed to have and all that that's set up for the chosen people.
Have something called infused knowledge, meaning they were created knowing everything they needed to know with no expensive college degree required. Most of the time, the angels are invisible to us because we can only see physical things, and they don't have any physicality for us to see. But sometimes they can take on a visible form or even appear human-like, just so we can see or hear them. That's not their natural true form though, so it doesn't happen often. While we don't know the exact time when the creation of angels happened, most theologians agree that all the angels were created by God before humans even existed, and all at once. Each angel was created for a specific purpose. Some angels chose to follow God and carry out their mission, but others rejected him and said no to their assignment. You've probably heard of those ones before. Sometimes we call them demons. But out of all the different kinds of angels, the guardian angels are specifically assigned to individual humans.
Yeah, it's yin and yang. I mean, the creator would have known that already and just created demons.
To protect us, guide us, and help us reach heaven. And since angels were created before everything else, this means that the guardian angel assigned to you has been around longer than time itself. Yet somehow their eternal mission is you. Pretty cool, right? And that also means that God knew he would create you, even before the beginning of creation itself. Just some food for thought. Now, guardian angels aren't just randomly picked from any group of angels. They're part of an angel hierarchy, which is basically heaven's military ranking system.
This guy comparing angels to the military is blowing me.
He's blowing me the whole time. The whole comparison.
He's got about 2 more minutes.
Just like you said, what? Like, that's not the ancestors?
Yeah.
So I was gone in.
St. Thomas Aquinas taught that individual angels are so unique that each one is like its own species. He described 9 choirs of angels ranked in order of their job and their direct proximity to God. At the very top are the seraphim, meaning burning ones, who spend all their time reflecting God's glory. The cherubim and the thrones are also in this higher sphere. The middle and lower choirs include dominion.
Is this the God of the Bible? I'm just wondering. Just a question, because The God of the Bible is the egotistical, murderous, slaver. I mean, that's what the seraphim is, the highest angel, and they just glorified that. I don't know, I'm just
Principalities, and archangels, among others. You might have heard of archangels in the Bible who carry God's biggest messages, like the archangel Gabriel, who announced the birth of Jesus. And guardian angels are at the bottom, since they're the closest to humans and earthly activities. They're essentially heaven's boots on the ground. The Catholic Church teaches that every single person has a guardian angel, not just saints or baptized Catholics. Like, literally everyone. Even if you don't believe in God, He still believes in you enough to assign you a spiritual bodyguard. There can even be guardian angels for entire nations, like Portugal, who actually has a feast day dedicated to their national guardian angel.
Everybody in Rio is a bunch of bots, so everybody don't have no guardian angel. It's a bunch of fucking bots walking
He said
around.
Portugal has a guardian angel. This guy. I had enough of this guy.
Yeah,
all right.
more than enough. Yep.
Let's get to the poll question. And this is for the chat. Do you have a guardian angel? Simple poll question. It's up on the channel. Your options are definitely, not a chance, unsure, rubbing my bum on fence. It doesn't matter. Go to work.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I know who'll answer that one.
So 0% were unsure about this. So 0% are rubbing their bum on the fence.
Right.
So this question is something that people can, tune into and at least give a response. Now, 13% of respondents, which is an interesting percentage number,
absolutely,
believe not a chance. It's not a chance that they have a guardian angel. Okay. Another 13% of the respondents said it don't matter if you got a guardian angel or not. Go to work. Just spit right in your guardian angel's face with that one.
I know who answered that.
That's why I put it there, because
I know.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
He had a comment. He commented, "LOL." He probably creamed his pants when he saw that response, didn't he, Self?
Yeah, he loved it,
didn't he? Yeah. All right. Yeah, he put LOL, but that's what he put. All right. Which means 75% of the respondents believe that we have guardian angels, or that the individual who voted believes that they have a guardian angel. Where did you fall on this? I know it wasn't go to work.
Oh, no. I know what's ironic is I know that go to work has to know he got a fucking guardian angel when somebody tried to carjack him and shot across his body and hit his elbow instead of his torso.
It don't matter.
I know I got a guardian angel, like I said.
And protected him in the system. You know what I mean? Anything can happen in the system.
Nah. Yeah. I mean, even talk about that part.
Protected him.
Yep. All the way.
Yeah.
Man.
Tasia said, "Hey, y'all."
Oh, yeah. All right. We yep.
Right. We get the
We
picture.
love you. We love you. Thank you for our producers letting us know that it's time to wrap it.
Yeah. All right.
And
but where did you respond on that poll there, fella?
Definitely. I mean, shit. Like I said, I told you, like I got hit and run over by a car. I mean, literally, and got killed. And I'm still here. So shit. I was in a space and time of no space and time. It was.
Was you out there when they spent the block and we was at South Shore? And somebody came through there blasting broad daylight. It's like 3, 4 p.m. I don't know if you was out there. I don't know if you was out there.
I don't think I was on that one, but lots of positions. When I was younger, I was on the next block, and people rolled up and shot, like they shot, and right where I was at, the car that was there that I was leaning on was full of holes, like, and I'm like, I couldn't understand that, like.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a shorty, it had to be a chief. I always thought it was Jeff for some reason. When the Eels used to wear those one pieces, and motherfucker shot this dude in the ass. They was talking shit, and he shot dude in the ass. Dude literally it was like a cartoon to me because I was in Theta. And I
Yeah.
remember whoever was calling, it was like, man, you gonna do that shit in front of this shorty? You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, don't you see this shorty right here? Yeah, bro. Sure did, bro. I was like, oh, yeah, don't mind me. This is a great show.
Man, like, what? You didn't have no idea what was going on.
Man, dude was pissed though.
Yeah.
Show y'all any YNs out there how things was different back in the day, boy.
Shot motherfucker in his ass.
Shots, didn't kill him, could have killed him. Shot him in his ass, sent a message. And then the dude who was above him was pissed that they doing that with shorties right there.
Man, they wouldn't do nothing. You could be with your shorty or whatever, and they'd just look at you like, I got your ass, but can't do you. Can't do you. And there was respect. There was love, honor, respect. It was even in that, because I mean, a lot of it started off from protection of territory or whatever, but it evolved to something different, you know. Especially
definitely devolved.
When the leaders got locked up.
They do that multiple times. Now they call it a RICO. They keep doing it. They keep doing it, and then they got everybody out there on their own. You know, so it's all hypocrisy.
I think that was what the RICO was invented on us, and then advanced to the mafia.
It was.
Yeah.
Even if they started it with them, meaning in the physical, it was always intended for us. Just like now they're doing the arrest the parents, and they'll arrest the white folks, but it'll be one or two, and they'll make a big figurehead about it. But the ones who are going to be arrested in droves, they're filling the prisons up, and then little Pookie and Ray Ray are going into the foster system, getting their bums matriculated. It's going to be us.
No. That's what they want, and that's what they're trying to progress. And I'm saying, not claiming that. In fact, I'm saying that the time is coming soon that this whole thing is going to be exhumed. The whole system is going to be dead. It's going to get an autopsy, and we going.
Big Hink wants to lock up all the parents.
Big Hink is from. He's a bumpkin.
Country bumpkin. Yeah. Big Hink. But Will Dunn. You remember we did the poll? Half the people want it. Half the people don't.
Real dumb.
Oh, that's a good one. I wish I had thought of that on the yard. All right, the views expressed in today's pod are those of the host and the guests and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. Furthermore, this pod is satirical commentary. All statements were jokes, opinions, and or exaggerations for entertainment purposes, not factual claims or allegations about any person or event. Angels linger like a fart at the edge.
I'm just going to say one thing. I mean, just imagine my mom being locked up for something I done.
Can you imagine, man?
I've been taught like way better than when I was younger, and a lot of shit that
That's what I've been trying to tell everybody. And now your dad is in the other realm, so your mom is locked up. What's going to happen to you? Maybe Uncle Joe would take you in, or Aunt Flo, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But now you're running around in the foster system. How does that help anybody?
Man,
your mom loses her job,
lose everything. If she get locked up, then
the house gone, everything.
Yes, man. Man, come on.
For something you did as a minor, when science has proven that your brain ain't even developed yet.
Man, and I was very intelligent and did some very, very stupid shit.
Everybody did. I'd be asking Hink the same thing.
So I'm just saying, like, how can
when the adults tell you, you know better. And
That's
you
why
know,
I
you know
said,
the answer was I do know better, but I
yeah,
did it anyway.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not all the time that their parents ain't teaching them right from wrong.
Man, bro, it ain't even parents. I knew my great grandparents who instilled in me. I got to go to the summers and live with my great grandparents, man.
Yeah.
You know, these are indigenous people like Chata,
Yeah, I
Cherokee.
lived with my great grandmother for a while. I used to
Yeah,
make breakfast for her. I was her hands. She'd tell me what to do. I was in Theta, cooking.
of course. And that's why you can cook now. To
You
this
know what I'm
day.
saying?
She gave you that, man. She gave you that. That was a
Yeah.
blessing, bro.
Yeah. I was her hands and feet. You know what I mean? She had the
Yeah.
stroke, you know. And it was different back then. They wasn't like, oh, he can't do it. He gonna burn himself down. You know, wasn't none of that. They tell you
Hey,
what to do and you do it.
in your life, in my life, and as beings, no one said it wasn't shit you can't do. I mean, it was someone off that wasn't a part of it that knew you or whatever, but
Yeah.
no one. They all encouraged us. We were in a blessed class, very small.
Mm-hmm.
We came through very spiritual people and magical people, even.
Yeah,
And
I concur.
blessed to be born at this time
With
that
that guidance.
it's been needed. Like we have been chosen. Like
I agree.
it's exceptional because like we come from places that's like all over the place. Like my mom family is one side, but my father's side was really, and then he died, and then you know, back to my basic side, that was really good, really, really good. I can't complain, but it's put us in a situation, we were able to be educated at a very high level for the time and space for people that look like us. They
Facts.
they didn't want us to have this type of education.
Facts.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been passed on. So
Yes. So
yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah. All right, we gotta close this out.
I know. I keep on.
No, you're good. Angels linger at the edge of human experience. Sometimes as symbols, sometimes as stories, sometimes as moments that feel too precise to be coincidence. Whether you believe they're celestial beings or reflections of our deepest intuition, the fascination endures because it speaks to something universal. The desire to feel guided, protected, or connected to a reality larger than our own. As we've explored today, the question of whether angels are real ain't just about supernatural proof. It's about meaning. It's about how people interpret the unexplainable, how cultures shape their messengers, and how personal encounters, quiet, strange, or overwhelming, can leave marks that logic alone can't erase. Angels may be beings, metaphors, or psychological phenomena, but they remain powerful because they help us navigate the parts of life that feel too big for language. So, as you leave the Self Love Show, hold the mystery lightly. Maybe angels are divine visitors. Maybe they're archetypes. Maybe they're extraterrestrials. Maybe they're dimension hoppers. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. Maybe they're the name we give to the moments that save us. Whatever the truth, the search itself reveals something important. Man is wired for wonder, and some questions are meant to stay open. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Same time next week. We'll go even deeper. Stay curious, stay informed, stay aware, stay engaged. Most importantly, stay true to self. Also, love yourself and others around you deeply. Remember, ask not what our culture can do for you, but what you can do for our culture. Silence and violence Silence is violence, and continue to question everything. The Self Love Show ain't cancer. Toto. Peer down the rabbit hole and do your own research. Use caution and discernment, because sometimes when you stare into that abyss, the abyss stares right back at you. Peace, self-love, honor, and respect. All right, next week, if we don't have a guest, we're going to cover reverse aging dope. They got drugs that's going to, you're going to lose weight. They got other drugs that's going to reverse your aging out there. No side effects.
Hey, what about the younger new Lafayette?
Oh, yeah. He did say he'll pop out. He finally got the clearances, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did say that, didn't he?
100%.
Yeah. I think that'll be powerful. That'll be
So,
powerful.
might be time for that.
So we got reverse aging. If we don't get Lafayette, it'd be like Mork and Mindy show. From his planet, they aged in reverse. And then on Sunday, we're covering Polytricks. That's a fusion of sports and Polytricks. All right. It's always an open panel. Everybody, all are welcome to excrete their excrement. We'd say at least 17 and older. All right. You know what I mean? But if you do pull up, don't forget to what?
You better have a mouthpiece, because you talking crazy, you get laid out like you're lazy.
Facts. What he said. Lacy. Facts. All right, and that brings me to my personal part of the whole shebang, and that's going to be Wordsmith's final words out there.
Love my angels. I really do. I'm going to be brave, though. Because it's your angel's birthday, so we're going to say what we got to say. Put it in the perpetuity. I name my babies after angels. Gabby is Gabriel. Uriel is something that most people never heard of. But the messenger and the propagator of truth is what I expected from the naming youth. And they live up to expectations on their own vibe, levels of creation. It's truly amazing. For me, I see there are different levels, and many of them you don't see because they are above mankind or human or man. There are a serious vibration, and you have to vibrate on a higher level to experience them. And for most, it ain't possible to live in this plane with all the pollution that they have put forth, all the collusion of force to set us back off of course. But that's for a different space and time, and it's time to elevate our minds and rhyme and get it down to the grind. I want to say happy born day to the goddess, pre-born day. Thank you for working with my brother and helping us to afford this podcast to raise the vibration of the simulation. Words.
Do you think you are the one?
Honestly, I don't know.
You know what that means? It's Latin. Means know thyself.
Time is now, my people. We must stand together.
I will eat the right foods that I grow myself. Cause the wrong way stole my health. I'm glad to be me now and nobody else. Man, know thyself. I will eat the right foods that I grow myself. Cause the wrong way stole my health. I'm glad to be me now and nobody else. Yo, bullets. Getting the code and all the scriptures, potions and elixirs. Come on, Karen. Bullets, a boomerang.
Stand your ground.
Murder is suicide.
Yeah, well, an eye for an eye.
Silence is violence.
See something, say something.
You want to be a slave? Vibrate greed, ego, fear. That's how they make you a slave. You end up in prison.
Okay. As I know for sure, charity plus humility times love is freedom.
That's how you get out. Do not answer questions.
Question everything.
We've got two who can see.
Fear is cap. It's an illusion.
Yeah. Vibrate love.
See if you can hear it. You never die when you breathe in the Holy Spirit. Swine ain't divine, the people they won't go near it. Salad bar, spit it, not your average hard here to bring you back to God. Said it just like Master Far sent you. The end ain't always happy. And forgiveness is love's supreme vibration.
So, do something charitable for a so-called enemy and end a beef.
Healthy people, heal thy people. That's a commandment.
Yeah, because hurt people, for sure, gonna try to hurt people.
Free Larry Hoover, man, like Big Meech.
Free Jeff Floyd.
Free all the guys, man.
Prison to slavery.
Check that 13th Amendment if you don't believe it. And be Yah. Walk on water.
Man. Move mounts.
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Yes, sir. Week by week, that mountain is getting weak. It's moving. Look at it.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through. Balls to bones.
Still got them, bro.
Got mine.
Same, man. Stop snitching on yourself. Take school serious.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.